Hey Apprentice Squad, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Another live stream on Friday stream day with the stream team. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm excited to pick up where we left off. I got a little bit further just this morning before we started, trimming those pieces down that we were doing before. So in this video, we'll be doing the venting on the back of the Mandalorian helmet. That's what this little space is for here. And when we put that in, that will close that up nice. And we've got this piece that will go in there and these little venting pieces. You guys probably can't see from that camera as well. That will go inside of this. So super excited to be able to do that. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you guys are all hearing me all right. I'm going to grab a couple reference images. So we'll see how quickly we can get that done, and then we'll probably, if we finish that super quick, then we might just hang out and chat and talk shop. Maybe I'll show you around the workshop a little bit and show you how much of a mess it is and maybe clean it up a little bit while we hang out. But here we go. Let's see. So who do we have on? We got a good group on already. This is awesome. Let's see. Ionolith, April, hey, Leia, Paulino, Bradwick, what's up? I think I saw Reds Gaming, hey, hey. Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, perfect. Thank you guys so much. It's so fun to see all of you guys in again. And sorry we didn't finish this last week, the venting section. We kind of ran into a bit of a problem, and this is why we test. This is why I test it and different things before I put the pattern out for you guys, so that find the mistakes or the spots where there might be something that might not work, and then fix it so that for you guys it works great. So, so yeah, let me switch camera angles and show you guys what I did here. Hey, Paulino, thanks for tuning in. We'll see ya. All right, so let me just switch camera angles to this one. There we are. So if you guys remember, in my pattern, I didn't account for the slight curve that would get added onto this as we bent this over because of that 2 millimeters left over in the foam as we fold that over. We could get it at a 90 and it worked out great. It just has a little bit more of a slightly rounded edge rather than a perfectly straight edge, sharp edge. So that being the case, this little rounded edge rounds over for about 1/8 of an inch. So what I need to do is really on that pattern adjust this so that this fold happens 1/8 of an inch further in when I have that marked, and then these would fit normal. But what I did for this instance, since we already got this fold and it looks good and everything like that, I just trimmed down these all on the edges 1/8 of an inch. I also went through, that's probably not the best one to show, but I also went through, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I added a slight bevel to the bottom of these so that when they sit on each other like this, they'll already be going out at an angle when they're glued on, rather than it being flat and then having it trying to bend against the glue. It'll actually just be sitting more securely with that bevel because it'll already be at the angle we want it to be at while it's glued on. It'll also give it a little bit more surface area for the glue to hold it in there. So that's where I got to on that. This was our base piece. So basically, I think we're just ready to glue these in and test it out, see how it looks. So just to kind of give you an idea what that's going to look like, we're going to set these in here, glue them onto each other. In here, This last one we'll need to cut down just a little bit. As you can see, it actually what we'll probably do is we'll glue it in wherever it sits, and then we'll be able to use this to mark the line, or we'll set it in there, mark the line, cut it, and then glue it in. Because you can see it ends shy of a full piece. So it will probably be like something like that. So does that make sense how we're doing that? And then this whole piece will get glued in right in here, and will stick out just a tad bit. Before we glue it in there, we'll probably just want to round off these edges because this seems kind of a little bit more rounded rather than a straight square edge. So there we go. Party has arrived. Olivia's here. Let's switch camera angles. Yeah. So it's like a bomb went off in the workshop here because I've just been going nonstop filming different things for this video we're working on that we posted a little bit about on Discord. Yes. Which, if any of you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, please do. Super fun. Everyone's in there hanging out, chatting throughout the week. And so it's a super fun little community way to be able to get the community together throughout the week, share your stuff you're working on, whatnot.
Where's the chocolate? Guys, Easter candy.
Best time.
Out. And I don't care that Valentine's Day hasn't happened yet. I don't care. Easter is the best.
You're just skipping over my month. Can I have some of your water?
Yes.
Thank you. So yeah, anyway.
Hi Ariana. Hey Leia.
Fun stuff. Alrighty. Cool. What do we got? Did I miss anything? I'll let you keep an eye on the chat then. So you got here just in time for gluing.
Oh, great. I'm so happy. I think I saw one of our masks upstairs though.
Oh yeah. It is. Shall I go grab it, or do you want to?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm hoping we get some good leather clothing from you all to get with Olivia's Wonder Woman cosplay. I think it would be cool to do the skirt out of leather.
Out of actual leather?
Yeah.
Instead of just faking it with what the foam?
But foam like bends funny and stuff, whereas like leather will like move more naturally.
Yeah.
That's okay if we want to do what the foam.
Well, that's fine. Either way, I just don't know much about leather, so I'm...
Me neither. I just assume you can do anything.
Well, probably.
Okay.
Alrighty, cool. So, Olivia's going to go grab the masks so we can glue these in. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably just glue all these together first so that they're all lined up. And then we'll glue them all into this at the same time, like as if it's one piece. Because I think that's going to be the easiest way to do this. Perhaps. You know what I'll probably do is, so sometimes with things like this, where, let me change camera angles. So with things like this, where you want to have it, where you're sliding a piece into another piece, sometimes it's easiest, rather than gluing it all up and trying to stick things in there and everything like that, and trying to avoid certain pieces sticking while others are sticking and that kind of thing. What we might be able to do is we'll just throw down some wet contact cement both sides here real quick, and then take this whole piece and just slide it in there while it's all wet, And then we just have to give it a little bit longer to dry. Sorry, the air compressor kicked on for the door that runs the pneumatic piston in the door. So that's what's happening there. And trim this piece up a little bit. It's kind of rough. There we go.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It just kicked on, and I was like, sorry, guys. So yeah, so what I was just saying is sometimes with pieces, when you're trying to slide something into a tight fit, it's hard to be able to get in there and stick it with the contact cement ready, like on contact to stick. But what we can do is we'll just spread it wet on here, and then we'll just drop this whole piece in, and that'll give us some time to kind of move it around a little bit and get it into place, and then we'll just let it sit and set up and dry. It takes a little bit longer because it's like air can't get to it as easily, so it does take a little bit longer, but I think it will work just fine. So we'll get all these pieces glued together on top of each other, and then we'll stick them in. So if I remember correctly, when we were testing this out last week, that's going to basically sit, if we just set that right there like that, that's going to sit right there, and then these pieces ended up overlapping. If we just had them sitting on the top there, and then we just push that back a little bit, that's how they were overlapping. So I think that'll work great. So we'll just glue these to the top of this on each one, and then all along put contact cement here, recoat this down here, and then we'll... And what we can do is if we put it a little bit thicker on here, so that, and then keep it wet, is we can just press these in and it'll get the contact cement on this side too, without us having to coat this whole side. So I think that's how we'll do it. We got our dried out contact cement, so I need to re-up that a little bit. I know. Did you see the other mask? Oh, right there. I should show you guys this other camera angle to show you what the desk looks like outside of what you guys can see. Should I show them?
So scary.
Here we go. You guys ready for this?
It's so bad.
I don't even know if it looks as bad from here because the helmet's blocking most of it. I just have like a pile of stuff. Just
so
like
much stuff. There's a plate of crackers right here. Like a glass plate.
And a tiara and some graphite powder and a foamo tub and a bunch of lenses, camera lenses. Anyway, fun stuff. All right, enough of that camera angle. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna fill up some more glue in this, and then we'll go on from there. Oh, April said, I always worry about creasing the foam if I sit on it wrong.
Yeah, so the problem I have is that it's like flipped out now because I sat on it. Yes, we did get the Valentine's done. All he had to do was write his name. The first year I had him doing anything, I like had him write every single person's name down and his name, and he was like in preschool, and I was like, and I had him do it in his own handwriting, and it took hours. And then he brought his home, and no one had written anything on them. So now we just write his name. But yep, we got them turned in. He's got a cute little Pokeball to Valentine box to get his Valentine's one that we made last year. Because I'm not doing that again.
Whoops. Yeah. My foam funnel is maybe getting to the end of its knife here a little bit. We'll see. I bet the contact cement will find its way through there. Here we go.
So I heard someone asking on another channel, I think it was Odin's, about thinners. If you just added thinner, would it redo all that?
Probably. He also said that he like puts his old stuff in his big gallon tub and has that kind of like reconstitute too in there, but and then he'll thin it down every once in a while. But yeah, you can use naphtha to thin it, or Barge has like an actual contact cement thinner. But yeah, I don't have any of that on us right now. But that, yeah, you could just probably pour that in there and thin it down in the can or in the little thing. There we go. Okay, here we go. I'll probably need to pretty soon because I keep adding more than we need, and then
I don't see it coming through.
and then it thins out. Dang it, it's not coming through.
I'm like trying to squeeze it.
Alright guys, it's like waiting for glue to drip rather than waiting for glue to dry. Okay, well let's see. I have run into this in the past. Sorry if that was loud for you guys. Okay. Let's switch to different camera angle for a second then.
Look. Hey, Muskrat. Hey, Thomas.
Hey, what's up, man? You're gonna be in our big video we have coming out soon. And a pretty good spot. I'm excited to see what you think. Alright, let's see. Olivia, the genuine leather pieces from Cricket are 4 ounces, which is a good weight. Oh yeah, they measure like leather in like ounces or something, huh? Rather than like thickness. Okay, let's see. Okay. So this is my piece I've obviously used to stab glue before because it's covered in it.
Shameless camera.
Okay, that didn't work. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the funnel as a pour spout instead. So now, instead of it being a funnel, it's more like a cup. So,
Or you could use the silly brush and just dip it.
to rub it on instead of doing the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I'm working with such small little pieces.
Are you just gonna put
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do this. There we go.
problem solved?
Improvisation. I was just thinking of like you have like an improv troupe, but it's not like actually doing like how you normally would do improv. It's just like you have these challenges and you just have to improvise with what you're given. It's like a MacGyver improv troupe.
You have a stick of gum, a battery, and an old boot. Go.
Hope he's so funny.
These are the conversations that Sarah and I generally have. What if this happened?
It'd be such a funny little like sketch though.
Is the Discord in the chat?
Yeah.
Or you just didn't notice anything?
Yeah, so if you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, much props. I don't know if you have.
Calling him out. Calling him out.
But we've got a link in the description to the Discord channel. It's an invite link, so we kind of like the stream team and like people that you know are our closest allies and everything like that. We have the invite link for you guys.
And through Patreon.
And through Patreon. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, too, yeah, if you connect your Patreon to Discord as a patron, you automatically get access to the group and the patrons-only lounge in there. So, make sure to check that out. It's free just to join the main community group. And we've got different channels in there and stuff for, like, showing off stuff you're working on, talking, hanging out. We have some voice channels in there, too, to chat. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So check it out if you guys haven't. Anybody that we've got on. And, yeah. Okay, let's glue this thing. Switching camera angle. Boom, shakalaka. Here we go. It's got like red fibers now stuck to it from wiping it on that towel. Okay. Here we go. So we already coated this before. I think I'm going to need to put more in there.
This is just a live stream where we like pray and fill a glue bottle.
This is turning into more of a Abbott and Costello bit instead of a build video. Or instead of a build along. Okay. So we'll pretend like we're going to put it in like a funnel, just to hold it still. Then we'll pour contact cement into it. See you, Red. Glad we had you on for a bit. Sorry. We spent the whole time just trying to get this glue in here. But it was so nice to see you. Okay.
That was just to mix it all up.
Hello. Okay. And then we're like, you think it's a funnel, but psych, it's actually a pour cup.
Is that the thing?
Yep. It's the opposite of a rich cup. Okay. That should give us enough this time. Alright. Let's glue this thing. Take two. Oh, yep, that's definitely working now. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit on this from there as well. And it's time to glue. Oh, these are going to be kind of tricky because I'm going to be gluing on the top and the bottom of them.
Are you gonna glue them all together and then put them in the thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to glue them all onto each other first. Oh, look, if I set it up like that, that should work.
Alright.
And then we'll glue them all into this. Oh, that's more than enough. Guess I could.
You said whoop and then Ariana said, "No, whoop, there it is in my head," and Thomas just like busted out.
Check it, direct it, let's pretend.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm just going to do all the small pieces here to begin with. Alright. So I missed some of the beginning chat. Is everyone doing well? Did you guys have a good week? Our week's been kind of crazy. Been really long. Been working like all day. Every day this week on the video that we've been talking about.
When you say all day, you have to like put
Well,
the context like until like 1 in the morning.
Yeah. So just stopping for meals, basically. Or like the occasional pick up kid from school. And yeah, just working, and then like a little bit of a break just to have some family time with dinner and the kids before, and then once we get them down, then we work on the video more until midnight, 1 in the morning kind of thing. Anyway, hopefully it'll be pretty sweet. I was trying to figure out how I might be able to give you guys a little preview of it today, but I don't have anything like exported. It's all just in the editor still and everything, so.
Yeah, Thomas says it's been a bit rough. Sorry. Well, Ariana, have a nice time at work.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks for tuning in for a bit. I'm sorry it's been rough, Thomas. I don't know if it's just like February. It's like, and just like everything, just wears you down. But I hope you have a good weekend, and that next week will be better. ones I've stood up on end have the glue.
Mom, that's so bad.
Shoot, man.
God's parents did too for a while.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking the whole time. You know, I just kept checking the day, and I'm like, how far in are they? What, like, when's like kind of the clear? Like, when are they in the clear kind of thing? When's it like the odds better that nothing too drastic is gonna happen? You know. I'm sorry, man. It's rough. Okay, cool. I think that's all our pieces. So we can start with some of these ones that we did first. They should be good to go. And we'll just line them up on the edge there. On the edge there. Give it a little pinch. Very nice.
Hey, Sammy Seabones. Welcome, Captain.
Sammy, what's up? What's happening, Captain? And what's happening, Captain? Oh, okay. Tried.
Oh, she got diagnosed with diabetes at Christmas and COVID just icing on the cake.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, man.
That's a rough start to the year. Have you been able to get vaccinated because you're a teacher, Thomas? So both his mom and older brother have it.
Holy cow. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, more and more people that I know, you know, are getting it. How far in are they? How long ago were they diagnosed with it?
Hey, Tech Savvy Hero.
Hey, Tech Savvy Hero, how you doing? Thanks for sharing that our post on your stories and stuff. I think that was you, right?
Thanks. As far as looking cool in my suit, I should have taken the picture after I had the all my accessories on. I wasn't really thinking.
Oh yeah. We did that while we were still trying to get the...
Yeah, because it looked much cooler once I had my tiara and armband and bracers and stuff on.
Yeah. Oh well. Cool, well this goes together pretty quick once you have them all glued.
Yes, Skylar does need a haircut. So bad.
Yep. I need a haircut and a break.
Yeah, like our whole house is just like a disaster right now because we've just been working on this video.
Okay, so perfect. Look at that vent. It's nice and, you know, straight and everything. I think that should work. I think we'll be able to bend that into shape and straighten that out. I think that's going to look pretty cool, though. What do you think?
that look like this vent?
What? Yeah.
I think so. Woohoo! Okay, so this is our top because it's the taller piece on the top. I should label on the pattern top.
Oh, around there.
Yes.
There is no break. Yeah, that's true. Yesterday I told my kids I was on a break. It's like, I'm on a break. Can't talk to me right now. That sounds mean, but I really needed a break.
Yeah.
He said his mom should be going back to work on Monday.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Okay, so that's good. So it's been a little bit then, that you've been dealing with the stress of just kind of trying to figure out, if it's all going to work out and if she's going to be okay and everything. That's good. So only a couple days left before they're clearing her to go back to work. Well, that's good.
That's awesome, Thomas. He said SKS sent me a message on Insta saying that one of my Zelda builds inspired his dungeon key build. So cool to get stuff like that coming. Yeah, that's
Sweet,
awesome.
man. That's so cool.
This Zelda stuff's looking cool too.
Yeah, he did like a Deku shield or a Deku shield and sword that looks really sweet. Okay, guys, here we go. So, I think I'm going to coat this bottom, and that's the only one we're going to have dry. And the rest we're going to do while it's wet.
Oh, she had COVID over her birthday?
Oh, man.
This is so rough.
That stinks. Actually, real quick before I stick those in there, I should probably Dremel down these edges a little bit. Yeah. Well, I'll run it on slow too.
Sniff and glue.
I was smelling the air to see.
Sniff and glue.
It was
I'm gonna
weird.
protect you guys from Dremel.
Okay, here we go.
It's not that bad.
Just gonna round off this edge a little bit. Because it'll be harder to do once we have the So yeah, in the pattern I'm definitely going to change this little curved section that I did, trying to add that curve around in there, because it just didn't translate with the fold. And now it kind of just has like some odd pieces sticking out that I'm like, oh man. So I will fix that in the pattern for you guys. match that a little bit better.
Thomas says, well, the bell's about to ring. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you next week, same time, same awesome channel. Thanks, Thomas. You're awesome.
Thank you, man. You're so cool. Have a good one.
We'll send you a link to the video when we've got it done.
Yeah, so you can see your stuff before and see what you think. Sweet, man. Have a good one. Good luck with everything. I hope the week turns around and everything looks brighter next week for you and over the weekend. Okay. Wait, let me just Dremel right by the microphone for you guys.
Sorry, guys. Just let Skylar at the mic and he just does crazy things.
Alright, so I just rounded off this top and this bottom a little bit more. And so now I might want to just reapply a little bit of glue on that bottom part. And then we'll see what we have to do on the top. So, here we go.
Sorry, yeah, mask up. You know what we all need with this whole virus thing, and with crafting? Sandwich would be good. Is like deployable mask, like Iron Man or Guardians of the Galaxy kind of thing, right? Like where you just have, you know, like a little hat on or a helmet or just like a little headband or something like that, then you just like push it and it's just like, you know, and like has full like, you know, filtration and everything for you.
I'm going to the grocery store.
Exactly, yeah. You just walk up and you're just like, go into the grocery store.
Oh, yours is cooler. I thought you like.
You're just like tapping yourself in your head.
You can do it to your kids.
Yeah, for the kid ones, yeah, they'd have buttons on the top and you're just like, pop, pop, pop. Okay, into the store, let's go. Be awesome. See, I just need a bunch of like brilliant inventor people that I can just like give ideas to.
You just talk to them.
I just talk to them like, you know what would be sweet?
This happen.
Can you make this happen? Like,
Hi.
hey,
That's Joshua, right?
Cax Alien, what's up? How's it going? And Cayman Rider, yeah, Joshua Campbell, what's up? How you doing? Seabone says, apparently FanX is happening. They're selling tickets right now. Oh boy. I gotta reach out and make sure I'm on the docket for a panel. Because it's kind of been so long since I've been in contact with them with everything. So, yeah, cool, man. Alright, let's glue this in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain it beforehand because I'm going to have to go pretty quick. I'm going to slap the glue on here. I'm going to try to get it a thin coat, but I don't want it to be too thin to where it dries super fast. And I'm going to do another coat right over here real quick. And then we're going to slide this
I bet it would be better
in.
if they were above.
Oh, I'm in the front right now. Yes. Good call, good call. Okay. Here we are. Alright, so now I'll say that again. So I'm going to slap glue on here and spread it relatively thin. Glue on here, spread it relatively thin. While it's still wet, we're going to just drop this in here like this, stick this down on the bottom, and get this into place and just hold it in place so until it dries. So we're going to have a little bit, I'm going to have to stick this up underneath here because that's going to get cut off, and then we'll have to drop this down. Well, you know what? That's not getting cut off as much as I would have thought. Am I missing a piece?
I don't know. You're so organized. That would be shocking.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No? There's enough. Okay, when I just place them in, I'm just going to have to use my little markings there. Yeah, I'll also have to use my markings there and make sure these line up where they're supposed to. Okay, here we go. We may end up redoing this. We'll see how this goes. This will be a test, so. Okay, here it goes. Okay, quickly on this side. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Alright, here we go. Slide this up in there. Bring this down. We're going to stick this in the bottom. Like that. Okay, so then this. Gotta slide down to there. Might be too many things to try to be keeping track of.
Sorry, I'm not helping at all.
No, you're good. Okay.
Sammy says he's changed his mind. He's going to make the dark, instead of Dark Knight, he's going to make Captain America phase 1.
Oh, sweet.
He says he has the pattern for the helmet next to.
Yeah. Perfect, man. That'll be great. I'm excited to see it come together for you. Okay. This isn't working. I mean, it's looking okay, but it's not sticking.
What about hot glue? Or super glue?
Either one could work. Actually, I might just glue this one in underneath when it's done. Okay. Well, we're kind of there.
Do you feel like it's more open than his is? Or do you feel like it's just dark because it's in a dark helmet?
Yeah, I mean, I think like what do you think with like dark behind it? And you're looking like straight on at it, or actually slightly from above.
Why are you putting it right?
I'm just showing you with the black, with dark behind it, what that looks like. I mean, if you look at it from overhead,
Yeah.
looks pretty good. What do you think? Next to this. mean, this is a little bit larger than this.
Yeah, but the helmet's not that small in real life.
Yeah. So. Okay. What do you think? Should we hot glue that in then instead?
Yeah, if you can do it. But it's not a super big mess.
I think hot glue will work. This is the back of it. Yeah. So we'll hot glue these guys in, reinforce those. And go from there. Sweet. Well, hopefully with hot glue we can breathe.
Maybe just crack the window a little bit.
Yeah.
It is snowing, Sammy, or it was.
It was a little bit ago, yeah. Okay. Won't have that cracked for long because it's cold out there.
But at least to get prepared for it.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. What do you guys think? Should have used super glue.
But super glue is such a pain to hold. Like.
Yeah, I need to get some different super glue. I don't have the best super glue, and it's annoying to work with. So we're gonna kick this hot glue gun on, and we will. But the nice thing is it's the contact cement we did do. It's holding it in place enough to where now it's not gonna be like sliding all over the place as we try to work with it. So that'll be nice, and we can just like throw in some beads of hot glue in here. On the back end, it won't be visible because we're not trying to do it from the sides and that kind of stuff. And this will just hold in there nice and tight. And then we can do the last one.
Did you in California, Ariana? Just like we have no snow. Like, do you ever get snow? I mean, I know parts of Northern California do.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Pretty cold.
Yeah. Let's close it. Okay. Well, we're waiting for that hot glue to heat up. It's pouring snow where you are, Seabones. It's crazy.
Leia, you just got a ton of snow, right? Now you're getting more?
More this weekend?
We're supposed to snow all weekend, too.
We are?
Yeah. That's what my little weather app says.
Oh boy. Alright, I've got it on this front view.
Hello, people.
Hello, everybody. Wait, is your water still down here?
Yeah, I just hid it from you. Oh, well, now it's changed. It's changed its mind. Now it says it's going to be sunny. I don't really trust this weather app.
Well, there we go. Alice says, yeah, they do get some snow sometimes.
Oh, aren't you further north? My mom is south. So, I just always have in my head, California is what I experience when I go visit my mom. Tech Savvy Hero says, snow outside means more building making inside.
Yeah. Alright. These all lined up. So, I have these little marks on the side that you guys can't see because you're in the front with the camera angle now.
No. Yeah. I'm behind.
But essentially, I have marks there that show where this one ends on the underneath and then where this one overlaps on the front. And so that's what I've been using to guide kind of where I've been placing this. And I think we're in a decent position right there for most of them to glue these in.
So they live just outside LA. I guess I've seen snow driven in, like on the mountains right before you get to LA.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Alright, do we want the overhead view for this then? Or the side view?
The messy side view.
Messy side view, where they get to see the glue just right in front of the
Pouring out of your.
right in front of the thing. Is that out of the camera a little bit more?
Bye, Ariana.
Maybe that's not the best angle. We'll do it from overhead.
Okay.
I just don't know how much they're going to be able to see. I don't know how much they're going to be able to see for this angle either. I'll turn it slightly to the side like this so you guys can see it better. Yeah? Okay. Here goes. Now, nice thing is, that should give us a little bit of time to make sure that everything is lining up on this side while that cools.
You don't think those like sit flat against each other?
So look, from this angle, where you see it from the side, you can see
they
that
do poke out a little bit.
yeah, they look like super flat from the front, and you're looking at it straight on. I can maybe do to make these a little bit sharper bends
Yeah.
on my real one, which is probably what I'll do.
Do you think
I
they're
just need to-
bends or do you think they're just thicker pieces?
Oh, that's an interesting thought. It just looked like it was so thin there, but I guess it could just be thicker. To where like that whole thickness,
Yeah.
and it only has just that tiny little hole. That wouldn't be much ventilation. By the time you add that thickness down, you would only have like a tiny little hole. We'll roll with this and we'll see how it looks. Okay, I think the glue is cooled on this side. Let me just missed a little spot right there. Okay, and then let's go on this one. Okay, make sure these are all sitting where we want them. This is sitting tight. just kind of fill that gap right there with hot glue, rather than trying to glue that down and change the bend. Yeah. Okay.
We're just gonna seep that one. That's hilarious, Leia. I love that.
But what?
Seabones just randomly, but Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. And Leia's like, I made a face mask with that, so.
That's awesome. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. WandaVision today?
Yeah. So excited. I need a break. My brain needs a break.
Yeah. So yeah. Y'all been watching that?
It's good. It's good.
Last week was very, like, informative, but also just caused me to have more questions than really I felt like I got answers. So
TV shows.
I'm excited to see what happens next. All right, let's see. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Let's hear. I'm curious just who all we have on. Everybody that's on, throw a comment in the chat and just say, "What's up?" Okay. So, you look at it from this backside and it looks like super janky. And you're like, what in the world is going on there? Let me show you guys from the... It's like, oh yeah, that looks real good, Skylar. Nice and clean.
Good job.
Good job. But then you flip it over and it's like, oh, actually, yeah, that looks pretty great. So, you know. I don't know. Can't judge a prop by what it looks like on the inside. Instead of can't judge a book by its cover.
It matters what's on the outside.
It matters what's
not
on
on the inside.
Yeah, maybe we're yeah, not the best slogan.
Leia said, "What's up?" April says, "What's up?" Sammy said,
Leia,
"I'm alive,
April.
but my thumb is not. Your thumb has died." Okay.
No. That's no bueno. We're gonna be able to get this hot glue off. Yeah.
No, it's impossible.
C'est impossible. There we go. Haha, success. Okay. All right. Should I put my glue mask back on and let's glue this puppy in? Oh, first let's round off these edges. So I want to round off all these edges here. Do we need to take the microphone again, or do you think?
I don't know how to get it off. I got you.
All right.
You see.
Let's see. So, you want to just maybe extend my registration marks
He's gonna
just a little
extend
bit?
his registration marks just a little bit.
Because I'm going to be rounding off those edges, so
He'll be rounding off those edges, people.
we'll want it to be a little bit longer,
A little bit longer,
so we don't lose them.
so he doesn't lose them. Yep, I feel like a tennis match person. Skylar serves to Mando. 3-power love. I have no idea what I'm saying.
Sounded convincing to me. I don't know without tennis. I know that's a thing in there.
Is par golf.
I think par's golf.
We're all good here. I know my sports. He is now dribbling very effectively. And my bad. It's a very cool Dremel. Cordless. My bad.
M12, Milwaukee.
M12, Milwaukee. You can get it at Home Depot. Or somewhere on the internet, I'm sure. This is what happened when I had a microphone. That's myself. But be a sportscaster. Quite one. A tennis match. Or golf. Yeah, I feel like they're very similar, tennis and golf.
Yeah, probably.
Very polite.
We should do like a monster truck.
Well, so you'll see, but you'll only need the edge.
Sunday.
He is still dribbling. Hit him with the Dremel! That would be scary.
I mean, I guess if it was spinning at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more scared to get hit by the oscillating stuff.
Well, yeah, that's a saw. Silly Skylar.
Well, this has saw blades for it. I haven't dared use them. Cutting into things with
You're
the
kind of
Dremel.
a little bit off camera.
Sorry.
Now you're really off camera.
Sorry.
Skylar. Classic. Just kidding.
Cutting things with into things with the Dremel, like, just kind of scares me. Because I'm like, what if that disc just flies off at any time?
He has trust issues, people. Just kidding, he doesn't. Just blades and Dremel trust issues. Well,
Alright.
I successfully pared us down to 6 people on the video now, so I don't think that this was popular amongst our people.
I don't know that we were that much above that. Kind of a slow day for people on the live stream, huh?
Well, we're glad you 6 or 7 are here. Even if you have to put up with my bad golf references.
Oh, Sammy got his thumb pinched by a jack stand when they were
You
jacking up a semi.
truck. That sounds horrifying.
Yeah, that would be so scary. That much like weight and everything above you. Or like, yeah, it's crazy. It's amazing though that like a little jack can just like do that. You know, like lift up that much weight. Okay. All right, let's glue this thing in, huh? What do you guys think? About time. Mask time.
Boo.
I know.
Wear your masks. But I'm gonna grumble about it.
Okay. So first up, I'm going to just, right here at the bottom, I didn't get a good enough coat of glue in there, so it's kind of not fully stuck. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit on the tip of this. And then you can just spread that inside of there. There we go. Okay. So now with those coated, let's coat this. Frame for this. Oh, perfect. Oh, I think I lost my scrap piece. Okay. 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 Coat this, we only need it on the 3 sides. Is everyone still with us, or did we lose everybody?
Yeah, 9 on.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I scared them all off with
I think
my really accurate sports references.
I think if anything, you helped keep people on. Like, I was just sanding otherwise. Okay. I'll do a second coat on this guy. So I know it's easy to want to rush the process for gluing stuff up because you're excited to get it together, you want to see it, but I promise that taking your time on the gluing process make a huge difference in having everything work out and have less cleanup and fixing that you have to do later just by taking the time to both apply your glue clean and nice and thin, but then also when you're doing your seams to make sure you're lining up those registration marks and getting everything lined up as straight and smooth as possible as you do it so that you're not having to fix that later. Oops. Had too much that I put on here, so I just used a little bit of it to coat that top there with a second coat. There we go. Okay. One more coat on either side of these just to I'll probably keep putting too much on for what we actually need. You don't need much to do like these, especially the second coats. This should be more, I'm going to try to do more of how much I should actually do and not as much. There we go. Yeah, with contact cement you don't need to use like a ton, it's just a matter of getting a good thin, even coat. Okay. Let that set up, that last little bit there, and then we'll be able to pop this in. We'll have one more piece of this done. Now he's quoting Parks and Rec. Oh man. Good ones, good ones. Haven't seen that in forever, huh? Alright guys, let's see. Alright, we got 11 on now. Okay, that's set up there. Guys, here we go. Let's see about this. That one's good. That one's good. That one. Is almost ready. It's a tad bit too tacky on the bottom. So now, because I did cut these down 1/8 of an inch on the side, I think they ended up being a little bit too thin from what I was needing. Because it does look like this squeezes in just a tad bit in the middle, but I think it'll be fine. I don't think it'll be too noticeable. Alright, let's do this. I guess you guys probably want a different angle to see this happen, huh?
You don't think so?
Okay, here goes. The moment we've all been waiting for. See if I can keep it in frame while I do it. Yeah. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this top in first, and then we'll do one side and then the other side. So I'm going to put the 6mm, the bottom of the 6mm flush with the bottom of the 4mm. So I'm just using my hand on the back as a guide to kind of keep that level. Hold on. Let's press together these ends that we added the glue to. There we go. Okay. Oops. Okay. So then, right here on this edge now, am I in frame? Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep it in frame, but I also need to get at it from the right angle.
Yeah, gluing is nerve-wracking, I agree, April, but I think the thing that stresses me out the most is when he has created, like, the shell of the pattern on the form, and then he starts cutting it up. It feels so, like, wrong.
So on this, I'm kind of doing the reverse of what I would normally do. So a lot of times I would try to line up the top, you know, flush as I can, and then like pinch the rest down after that. But what I did here is I actually lined up the back flush as possible, and with these registration marks. And now I'm gonna work my way up since the back is flush, and I want this top to stick out just a tad bit. Okay, so now with that, I'm going to hurry and hit the foam with some heat.
So that it can actually take the shape that it needs to be to accommodate this new piece. And if we did our pattern right, the foam should just react accordingly and go where we want it to go. Press those in more. All right. Let's see, I don't know how to best show this to you guys, but there we go. Got that in. It's got that little bit of a lip to it. Probably could have done a little bit better job on this side sticking that in, but I think that looks pretty awesome. Let's see. Show you guys. Oops, went to the same angle. There we go. All right.
That's cool.
I think that's looking pretty good. Now the helmet at least is holding itself together in the back. I have to wait here long enough to be able to see it on the stream because I can't see myself if I turn my head. Hey, yeah, not too shabby. Cool. What do you guys think? That was fun to get that piece in. Let's see if this other camera angle over here is a better one for you guys to see.
Oh, this is nice shape.
Yeah, pretty good, huh? That helped kind of pull that in a little bit more on the side so it's not flailing out at the bottom, which really just slimmed that up nice. It also helped kind of, so I mean, once we get this front piece situated a little bit more.
Yeah, here, turn it so that they can see.
With what?
Look, pull it in like you just did.
Oh, from the front?
It's hard with this one because
Yeah,
it's like not done until it's painted and you put in
the visor and everything, yeah. But, I mean, I can kind of try to hold that roughly where it's going to be. But then my hand's in the way. And it's a wide angle lens, so it kind of fisheyes it a little bit, but I mean, you kind of get the idea.
Hi, Patricia.
But yeah. I'm excited about that. That looks really good. I think that venting worked quite well. I think with the dark inside, that looks just like what we're looking at here. You know?
That's sweet.
So, I mean,
Gotta get our little
pretty
earpieces on.
pretty good, I think, as far as like looking compared to, this is the Anovos helmet. I kind of want to try to find someone that has an Anovos helmet and then just do like a comparison video between the finished one of this and an Anovos and just see how close we were. But yeah, I think that'll do nicely. Cool. Well, yeah. Basically, I mean, at this point, it's like the earpieces. Backfill these jaw pieces on the inside there with the hot glue, just to get those to, you know, curve and stick out where they need to. And then it's just finishing and painting, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to.
So.
Understand.
Oh, you're good. So yeah, the earpieces, I haven't figured out on the digitally yet because I was actually going to do those on the computer, because there's just kind of these different like layers and stuff to it. So I figured out these bottom section in the pattern, but then this top section I was going to figure out just on the computer, because it kind of looks like we can just do a piece here that just like bends over and overlaps and glues onto a piece that's down here, because it's kind of like open in the side in the certain spots, and so I was thinking that might be a good way to do that. Oh, and then the center strip that we need to run down the middle. So we do have, I think I do have that part of the pattern done, so we can do that and finish up the earpieces, and then boom, it's looking good. Yeah, I think this is going to look slick.
I like how we thought we'd have all this time left after we finished the venting.
I know, right?
Like,
and then I like, yeah, I was like, we're going to finish this so quick because all we need to do is just glue it in. And then I spent like half the time just trying to get glue in the bottle.
Cool.
Super cool. Anyway, let's see. April said nice shape. Looks amazing. This is the way. This is the way. I'm wicked late. Oh, you're good. Sorry, we didn't catch you sooner. But you got to see the good part.
Yeah, you don't have to watch us fill up a glue bottle.
Yeah. Took us forever just to do that. Bradwick, hey! Super digging the red, black, and gray color scheme on the helmet right now. Right? I feel like that's another benefit of what the foam is. Your works in progress just look super cool. Right? So yeah, we'll get some more of that on these side pieces because we'll have some of the other thicknesses and whatnot. But yeah, what I'm trying to do is I think you could make this whole helmet and have some left over, just out of a pack of our variety, or one of our variety packs of What the Foam. So that's kind of how I'm trying to build this. I'm trying to do a better job with my patterns to making, keeping track of how much foam is needed of what kind and stuff, so that I can tell people how much they need to get of what when they go to buy when they go to make the pattern, use the pattern to make the helmet. So, but yeah, I mean, looking at this, so you see, because of the registration marks, a bunch of our seam lines, right? We've got one right here, one right here. We've got this right here that wraps around. You got this big one that goes, you know, almost like the full length of the helmet almost. And then you have these two here. But the cool thing is, This is going to completely disappear, just visually, because it's just a sharp edge. We just go over that just very gently with the sanding tool and just slightly just knock down the glue on that and round that off just a tad bit. Same here, so those will completely disappear. This one will be covered with the earpieces. You won't see that at all. This is going to be covered with the strip that comes along here. So you won't see that one anymore. This will all be covered with the strip that goes along the middle. The only two seams that are not covered by something are these two here. But we designed those in a way that from the front, this just sits right on the horizon of the helmet, so you won't even see that, even if it is slightly visible. But with what the foam and the clean edges that we did, we'll be able to sand that down and then cover up those seams very well to where they won't show at all either. So yeah, pretty awesome. I'm excited. This is coming together.
Should I donate? Only if you want to, Sammy.
It's all up to you, man. So yeah, there it is from the back for you guys to kind of see. I feel like that's looking pretty good.
I like it.
And the nice thing is as you tilt it like this, you can see there's actual, those are actual vents now, so you can actually get airflow in there through the helmet. If you wanted to, you could even probably put like a little fan on the inside of that, just pulling air in from the back and just cooling you off in the helmet. And because we're doing it out of 4mm, there's a lot more room in there compared to if you're using a thicker foam to get the right size on the outside and the proportions and everything. You lose space on the inside as well. So
This is, I'll wait till the 17th. Perfect.
Let's see, what date is our live stream closest to the 17th?
Well, it's either the 12th or the 19th. Because 17th is on a Wednesday.
Yeah, so 17th is Wednesday. I guess the closest one technically is the 19th. The one before is the 12th, so
Yeah, probably the 19th.
probably the 19th is the closest. All right, cool.
That's Skylar's birthday.
The 17th.
Yeah, not.
Yeah, sweet.
Thanks for sticking around.
Thanks for sticking around to see that come together, guys. You guys are awesome. Hopefully that was fun and interesting for you guys. Hopefully you had saw our skill in sports commentating as well.
Our love.
3-par love. It's funnier that way though, when you're like mixing sports. Looks like I might want to heat this up a little bit and just kind of add a little bit more curve just in this section. You see how it kind of dips in just a tad bit right there? Just pull that back with just adding a little bit of curve in there, but
It says y'all gonna get Sammied on the 19th.
sweet!
I'm
Can't
very
wait, I'm so excited. Hey, Cayman Rider, Joshua, what's up? All right.
I'm starving.
Yeah, me too. Let's do lunch. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Sorry we didn't get more than just that glued in. But yeah, we finished something. We got to a real stopping point, which is awesome. So we're good there. And yeah, anyway, I'm super excited with that. We will pick this up again next week on the live stream. If this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe. We've got tons of great videos on tips and tricks working with EVA Foam, making cosplay, props and costumes, workshop hacks like how to make your own helmet wall mount for like super cheap and easy, $1.98 each for those guys back there to hang those helmets. So make sure to subscribe if you aren't already.
Don't forget to join the voice channel on Discord.
And make sure to join on Discord. Oh, Joshua got his microphone in from Amazon for your YouTube channel. Sweet, man. That's awesome. Yeah, microphone is good. Um, good audio makes a big difference. Yep. So, um, anyway, sweet man. I'll see you guys on Discord throughout the week, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, a great weekend. Stay safe, and cosplay on, my friends. We'll see ya.
Bye. Sorry, I have to do it.
Strict pose.